Where is Andrea Leadsom? There's an election on and senior Tories are in short supply, but one of our cabinet ministers is missing.
And the Conservative Energy Minister, Andrea Leadsom.
Less than a year ago, the Brexiteer wowed Wembley.
We should take back control and look after our own society.
Andrea was all over the airwaves, running but losing against Theresa May. Leadsom was catapulted into the cabinet, but once there, seems to have vanished. On big days for her Environment Department, like last week when it was in the firing line over diesel pollution, she was nowhere to be seen. The Tory machine told us the Prime Minister's former rival was not around. We contacted Andrea's agent repeatedly. No reply. So where is she now? This is no ordinary detective job. Conservative Central Office won't tell us where she is. So I tracked down the address of her local Conservative club by typing it into Google. Alas, she's not here. But then, a breakthrough. One of my team of researchers rings me, and it's a hot lead. Andrea Leadsom has just tweeted, on the way to Cornwall to support some Tory MPs, lots of singing in the car. Our problem? We're in Northamptonshire. Off we go. Cornwall's a long way. So why are we following Andrea Leadsom to the edge of the known universe? You could say we're just mucking about, and there is an element of truth in that. But also the other thing. This general election has the feel of the most over-controlled, stage-managed, and yes, boring election ever. And that can't be good for our democratic system. In the morning, it begins to dawn on me just how difficult the case might be. She's in Cornwall, but I have no idea where. Andrea! Andrea Leadsom! Andrea Leadsom, Secretary of State for what used to be called Argan Fish! Andrea Leadsom, are you here? To be frank with you, I don't think she's here. So we're trying to get in touch with a guy called Luke, who we think is Andrea Leadsom's agent. We phoned him several times, and he's never phoned us back.
Welcome to the O2 messaging service.
I'm not saying the hunt for Andrea is getting desperate, but the hunt for Andrea is getting desperate. But then, a breakthrough. So we've had a tip-off that Andrea Leadsom is in a farm talking to farmers just up here on the road. It's private property, so we can't film on it, but I'm going to get out the van and see if I can talk to her. We've just missed her. The lady in the farmhouse said she's been and gone. She was talking at 1 o'clock. It's now 1:25, so we've only just missed her. The search for Andrea Leadsom continues.
You may know John Sweeney.
At wit's end, time for a Where's Andrea appeal on local radio. Where is Andrea Leadsom?
Well, if you have seen her, 0187222.
One listener rings in to tell us she's been spotted in Penzance. She's even tweeted a picture of herself campaigning by the sea. But is she still there? Look at the detail in the back of the picture. There's St Michael's Mount. There's the red boat. It's exciting to think that Andrea Leadsom stood on this very spot. But the truth is, we've missed her. But then, just as we were about to leave, a surreal twist in the story.
Well, so she's sent you.
So Andrea Leadsom is playing cat and mouse with us. I tweeted at her, where is Andrea Leadsom? And she has just tweeted a picture of some woods. So she's mucking about. We want to interview her. We want to ask questions. As a general election, she's a cabinet minister. But for the moment, it could be any wood in the whole of the West Country. Was her tweet a sly wink from her that she's been told to stay stum? Hi mate, we're from BBC Newsnight. Have you seen Andrea Leadsom? She was in Penzance to talk to fishermen. Sadly, we couldn't find any who'd met her. We've grown used to the idea of message discipline since New Labour and its pager culture, but disappearing ministers, that seems like a whole new level of control freakery. And as for the missing woman herself, we tried our hardest, but Andrea Leadsom was, as the fishermen like to say, the one that got away.